Yo, what is good, guys? Your boy Dirt News back again with another video. Today we have a topic: who is the next Dragon Ball villain you want to see canonized? I'm here with your boy Humorous L Man and King Zitty.
Yes, sir. We
What's
here. We about to do another discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We here, bro.
here with it? We here with it. Before we even start, dog, look, if you guys like us doing this, put in the comment section what other questions you want us to do. We have an Instagram. No, I say Instagram. We have a Twitter, a X.
We have a TikTok.
Stay less. Follow us on all of the platforms and send us some posts, send us some questions you would like us to answer. So that's all
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying. But yeah, back to the topic. Who would you guys like to see canonized? Because honestly, this roster right here, I'm gonna go with Janemba. That's just me. I feel like the other world in Dragon Ball is like highly not utilized at all, and I think they need to go in that direction. Which they did in Daima, but not enough.
Yeah, that Diamond was very like.
Yeah.
It was very light on the the aspects of like the demon realm and stuff like that. So I could definitely see that.
Yeah. So what about you guys? How you guys feel about that? I feel like Janemba should be it, but all these other characters, they're interesting in their own aspects, but I feel like Cooler's overrated. What's that? Bojack is what, bro? Yeah, he is overrated, bro. He is. Like, you know how many people want Cooler to come back, and we already have Frieza come back.
Well, to go off of that, I was actually going to say Cooler because like Cooler to me is a character that because. The thing about it is like a lot of the characters in these movies, a lot of them are, well, I wouldn't say all of them are Saiyans, but like I was thinking of an idea where it's like not entirely Saiyans because they kind of already set up Cooler as like a villain, as like a main story villain. You know what I'm saying? Main canon villain. So I feel like the setup is already there for Cooler to be canon, and plus like I like his design a lot and shit like that, and him, Frieza having a brother. And I feel like Frieza should have someone to go off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like a scenario where it's like Frieza, is doing his evil shit, and Cooler's just like the straight man, like, I'm a tough nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play about it, Frieza like to laugh at his villains, he like to talk shit, but Cooler's that guy that is just like,
He actually
ironic,
he shows what he's capable of instead of just being frightening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he can talk shit, but it's also a thing where, he can actually show you what he's about. He's not like that he's not exactly the Frieza. And I feel like that dynamic would go so crazy, especially since, like I said, they already set up. Because I'm pretty sure in Dragon Ball they already set up that Frieza has a brother, so it would kind of make sense for him to be canon, especially if like they bring like the first form. Because I don't know about the Metal Cooler stuff. Like the Metal Cooler art was cool, but when we first saw Cooler, like he was a menace. You know what I'm saying? Like he showed no mercy to his opponents and shit like that. And he like, I would really like to see Cooler be canon for sure.
Because they did put him on a back burner. Like Cooler was that type of dude, especially in the movie when we first saw the movie. He was the type of dude that, like, he didn't fix Frieza's problems. If Frieza had a problem, he didn't give a fuck. If something was going on that didn't relate to him, he wouldn't care. So he wasn't like, he's evil, of course, yeah, but he's not the type of evil Frieza is. Frieza wants to fuck up shit, He wants to go to the planet. Cooler is like, whatever. Like, as long as my quadrant is cool and I'm chilling and I'm ruling over my section of the universe, I'm Gucci. I'm chilling. What?
Imagine the rage bait that would ensue, yeah, based on that dynamic. The two characters just basically playing off each other and being like, Frieza's like the mustache twirling villain, while and then you have I think his name is King Cold, right? Yeah, his name is King Cold, the father, right? Yeah, King Cold. Yeah, and you got King Cold.
Well, that nigga dead.
Just like, yeah, he's dead. But I mean, like, imagine a world where he wasn't dead. You know what I'm saying? All three of them just like cool, just in the cut, just fucking shit up. Like, I'm like, and especially with how their dynamic would work against like the Saiyans if like Trunks didn't like completely Frieza and King Cold. Because I can imagine like an interaction between Trunks and Cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit would not fly with Cooler. Like he would be like he would probably grab that nigga's sword and just like be like, nigga, please, like.
I get you on that
Okay.
aspect. Well, what
I'm
about
gonna
you,
honestly say this though. As much as I would love to see Cooler, while you were talking about King Cold and the aspects of him ruling his own quadrants over that, I'm also thinking about it in a realistic Dragon Ball scenario. Cooler might end up being more like his father. He would actually lose his aura in some aspects of him being a dominating threat. He would just be more of a persistent threat. I mean, it is still a threat nonetheless, but he would be more of a what's the word I could look for? He would be more of a tactical demon, if you will. Like, instead of the cliche, he's coming back to boom the Saiyans. No, he's gonna do what he's gonna say he's gonna do. He's gonna get that shit done before Goku and Vegeta even get there. You feel me? And he would be awesome into the franchise, but at the same time, he would kind of be too late to be entering the franchise, because if we have Cooler, then it has to have something dealing with Frieza's race and his origin, which would be awesome to see. However, I feel like it's past beyond that time to really know about Frieza's origin. We just know Frieza as a character. So having Cooler around,
in my view, they don't necessarily need to like introduce they would have to introduce Cooler in some way, but I don't mean like get into the whole backstory and all that other stuff, because we don't necessarily need that. Like Frieza, we already know who Frieza is, but Cooler, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't have to like do too much introduction to him. But
granted,
that's outside of the point. What you picking, Chris?
But
let's get straight to that.
Look, yeah, to cut through what I was saying, I wouldn't really choose Cooler personally, even though I would love him. I would actually go for Slug. Lord Slug would be awesome. It would be an interesting.
We haven't really seen too many Namekians, so
yeah.
The reason why I choose Slug is because of Daima. Daima has introduced Slug, or not even Slug, but the Namekians as an original demon race, right? So having Slug probably be one of those remnants of the past coming to Piccolo as like a a counter to what Piccolo became. That would be very interesting to see him kind of touch on stuff that could be referenced, like GT, the Shadow Dragons. What if Slug harnessed the orange form but actually turned into a giant dragon like Namekian? Because he is a demon, right? So if we take that aspect of the demon realm and curveball it with Namekians, I think he'll be pretty interesting. And also, it could give Namekians some love, because rest in peace to Akira Toriyama, but he loved Namekians as much as he loved Piccolo. I think this will be a good tribute to not only Akira Toriyama, but to the fan base as well, because Namekians get no love. I'm gonna keep it real. Piccolo or farm, but that's all we get from him. So Slug would definitely be my choice, as much as I would love Janemba as well.
True. So I just to kind of like sum up some of this stuff too. I like the mixtures of everything we were talking about. Like, I want them to go further into other world stuff. That's why I choose Janemba. But I can see the points of like Cooler and Frieza working together, and that being a story of his own. And then the Namekians. We got Red Ribbon Army, which has been used a lot, but that could go into play. I'm not really interested in Garlic, to be honest with you. And then I would have said Turles, but that's how you say his name, right? Am I Turles, right? I would say Turles too, but I would only say Turles to open up the pathway to see more Saiyans, like to see like, okay, maybe there's other Saiyans that are alive and whatever, and Turles is not the only one. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Because if Goku and Vegeta could go on Earth and have fucking kids, what's stopping other Saiyans that are probably alive and doing the same shit? You get me?
I get that, but I also feel
look at Vegeta's brother. Look at Vegeta's brother.
Yeah, but you've seen how Vegeta's brother turned out, though. Not saying he became a bad character, but he's not a fighter. Like,
true.
Okay,
but that's one out of the dozen. That's what I'm saying. Like Turles
Yeah,
can
but,
open up to, oh, there's other Saiyans that are alive. Because let's be honest, bro. Everybody wasn't on Planet Vegeta, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah,
And even
because like I like the idea of Turles because of the fact that like he's a different type of Saiyan. He's not like Goku, he's not like Vegeta, he's not like any of these other Saiyans. So I feel like that would be an interesting thing to like really touch upon, like especially like because like you said, all the Saiyans, not everybody was on Planet Vegeta, nor were they, you know, all acting like Bardock or, you know, another version of like Goku or Vegeta. They're all like, I feel like there should be a way to like introduce you know, a couple of Saiyans and shit like that, and make them all like interesting characters per se. Because that's the one thing we've missed from Dragon Ball in general, like having like interesting character dynamics between like, you know, the heroes and the villains and shit like that. Because like Turles is a Saiyan, but since he's not like Goku Vegeta, he would, you know, play off of that well. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we see some of that in the movie, but not enough. You know what I'm saying? So Turles would probably be my honorary second pick, to be honest with you.
Well, for
Just
me,
not get too crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like another Saiyan would be fitting, but we kind of go from demons to like, you know. We get a lot of different creatures per se. We haven't really gotten like a Saiyan villain in a while.
I would agree upon that as well, but the only reason why I wouldn't want Turles is because it's gonna kind of dim down the unique, or at least the lineage factor of Goku, because you know the whole trope of Goku looking like his father and so forth. It would kind of degrade. I said kind of twice, but it would kind of degrade Goku as his own unique character. He's just gonna end up becoming a model. So now I'm not even gonna look at the Saiyans as a unique build, like, oh, maybe it was just Bardock's bloodline being strong, hence why you see Goku and Goten. But now it's just, oh, they're just low class monkeys, so they all look alike, which would kind of degrade it, in my opinion.
I mean, it wouldn't degrade it if you know Turles was actually related to Goku.
Well, yeah, but that would mean they retcon it because Turles
they retcon a lot of things. Like look at Broly, they retcon that.
Well, yeah.
Look at who else they retcon, bro? I mean, that's a retcon.
Well, and BoJack, they retcon BoJack as well because they have a crew that's similar to BoJack's aura and theme.
I mean, they retcon a lot, bro. So it wouldn't like be any different from retconning like
but how would you
Daima.
make
then again, that
Turles a menace? Because if we think about it, that means they have to add the Tree of Might as well, right? Which would imply that this is another thing that Frieza could have potentially missed out on, and he won't now because now he knows that there's another monkey that looks like Goku. You get what I'm saying? So that's going to throw a lot of loopholes.
This nigga is referring to them as monkeys. Oh god. But all right, so it would honestly.
I just like the idea of having Frieza, well, not Frieza, but like Turles,
like it
as like a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? As like a different character, basically.
You see how we have Black Frieza, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it would be a setup where like it would be cool if Frieza like made another unit together. You know, like the Ginyu Force, and Turles is a part of that shit. And he goes like, "Look, I found another one of you monkeys, bro, and he got a special ability." You get me? That would be like some fire shit, bro.
It would be cool, but then it's gonna lay the questions
because it would be like, oh, Frieza goes to, since Frieza know about universes now, right? Frieza's like, yo, bro, sets off to another universe, grab some people from the universes, and just make a unit of a team.
Right.
That'd be cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna. I mean, my honorary second character that I would choose would be actually Hatchiyack, that giant beast. If we can get a Hatchiyack, the one on the bottom left.
The character that's been like
his storyline was so unique to me because it kind of touched up on Akira Toriyama's other stories or like other games and stuff like that. Like I think it was Dragon Quest, where you have a hero and a villain, and the whole concept behind Hatchiyack was that he was a demon. He's a demon, or not even a demon technically. He was a god that got worshipped by evil people, turning him to an evil spirit, right? So they had to seal him within Tapion and Tapion's brother because, you know, he killed off his little brother, hence why he was awakened and all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? The storyline, right? Point is, it was evil and good. If they could bring him back and reference him as a lost god of destruction, that would pretty be cool. I ain't gonna hold you, because that would only show you that there was more lore to the god of destruction. Because I feel like the god of destruction should have more lore, and Hatchiyack could probably be a perfect key to unlocking more lore behind the gods of destruction, of what their real title is meant to be and who they really possessing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would pretty be cool. And then the hero of the said story, it could bring back it's like a what do you call it, bargain. So you get two characters really within Hatchiyack, because you're gonna need the hero. You feel me? And Tapion could probably be a good character to add as well for the Trunks lovers. Right. Sorry, that
a whole different character. Continue.
You know, but no, it's not really different because they were all in the same movie. You know what I'm saying? But adding Hatchiyack would be very beneficial to Dragon Ball, at least in my opinion, because I think he would add a spark of what he is, and they can go more into depth. Because really, how we seen it, the movie, he was just a giant physical yet astral character. You really couldn't touch this nigga unless you had like high key plot, but they could, you know, retcon it to something else. But I think Hatchiyack would be something pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll really see. I agree with you, because one thing that actually will make these canonized characters like really good is that the fact that every time a villain comes, they automatically have to die. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these are like villains where you can't just automatically kill them. They're gonna sit in the story for a good minute until it gets to that point where you have to fight them. Like in other animes,
you can add like transformations and stuff like that to them.
Yeah. Like I hate the fact that Dragon Ball doesn't go in a sense. Yeah, Dragon Ball doesn't go in the sense of like they're doing this now where they power up the villains, right? But before it's just like, okay, once a villain get beat, once a villain die, that's just it, bro. The villain's just cast away.
To the next arc.
Yeah, so I feel like these are villains that are like hard to beat, and you'll see them again. You get me?
The only downside to the characters I've chosen, you know, with the honorary mention of Janemba and Hatchiyack kind of give off the energies of Kid Buu. They're just pure destruction. But now,
oh my God, a Kid Buu Glazer!
No, you didn't let me finish. But I'm saying, like,
bro,
the only issue that I have, that's the only gripe I have. If they're gonna make them canon, would they end up becoming another Kid Buu variation? And if so,
Glazer,
would they end up and what you call it, PBS kidsing them?
I feel like a way you could make that work is, like I said, the main thing about the villains that I picked is their personalities. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, since we already seen these characters in the movies, you kind of would have to differentiate them a little bit, just like how they did Broly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, they massacred Broly, in my opinion. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, I like who he is now. Don't get me wrong. However, when you see Broly, let's be honest. When you look at Z Broly and Super Broly, I know they're completely different.
They're different characters, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you think of Broly, especially when you're growing up watching Z Broly, it feels a little certain way. I mean, yes, I love it, but you lose a certain aspect of aura that I kind of dreamed on. Like, that's something that I've been dreaming since I was, you know, a youngin'. You feel me? You see Broly, yeah, he about to split everybody he see, but now he's more like Taco Hulk. You feel me? Like, you want a taco? Like, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I can
cool
see
character.
that, but like I said, with my visions at least, you know what I'm saying, that wouldn't necessarily happen. They would still keep the originals of the movies, you know, to a T for the most part, because I like the personalities of you know, Cooler and Turles, but, you know, change it enough to where, you know,
it's able to fit in the story.
They can still be the same characters. I mean, change it enough to be, you know what I'm saying, different, but not like, you know,
be a cool,
drastically changing them.
Have a little spice.
You know, be a cool retcon. You know, be a cool retcon. If they ever do a Cooler route, make Cooler a girl.
What did he say?
No, not for the Gooners.
All right,
hear me out.
All right, hey guys, look.
No. All jokes aside, no. Like, if you really think about it, if you see a female Frieza race, now we get to actually, you know, get more in depth of, could there be a female Frieza? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to appease the Gooners, but I'm just saying that would be an interesting forethought to have Cooler, instead of being a big brother, be a big sister, or the mom.
Look, hey guys. Comment down in the section who you want to see canonized. Like, subscribe, comment, please. Like, subscribe, comment, please. Thank you.
Make sure to drink water.
Good things. But yeah,
Be sure to drink water.
Be sure to drink that water. And one more thing though, make sure you have a good day. You know, you never know when time is up. Enjoy it.
Shit.